TV and watching. It's a great day for America and also for the whole world. The counting is going on because American president is not only for America, its effect is on the whole world and the whole society, so everybody is exciting. So I was also observing, and since you have come, and I'm very happy that at least we will have this repetition of God's words. Today, in fact, is a very important topic that Sri Ramakrishna initiated. That will come. Let us begin with this mantra. Tavu kathamritam tapta jivanam kabhiviriritam kalmashapaham sravana mangalam srimadatam bhuvi grinanti e bhuridajana. Now you find the Sri Ramakrishna is telling over here about the Mani Mallik and other devotees are there. He is talking with them and he mentioned, man becomes pure by repeating the name of God. This is a very important the statement, because the human life, very few, they have understood that the realization of God, realization of truth, that is the main thing in a human life. Majority of the people, they think the religion means a little bit of protection, divine protection. Majority of the people, most of the religious people, so-called religious, they think in that way, as a divine protection. A very handful, they only think the goal is to find the truth, realize the God. How it is possible? Simplest method. Now there are so many other methods are also there. Yoga, karma, dhyana, bhakti. But Sri Ramakrishna said, man becomes pure by repeating the name of God. In the Bible again and again we hear, the blessed are those who are pure in heart, for they shall see God. What is this purity? How it is possible to achieve? Sri Ramakrishna gives this straight statement. The purity means thinking of God, thoughts of God, and not thinking of the worldly things. That is the why worldly things are not bad. Only if we think that as a permanent, the worldly, whatever it may be, is all temporary. Today, the election is going on. After 4 years, another election. Again, the same thing will be repeated. Temporary. So, similarly, whatever we see in this world is nothing but the temporary. There must be something permanent, and that is God. That is the consciousness. That is the Brahman, Atman, Jehovah, Buddha, or when different names they say it. But that permanent thing, when we can keep our mind on that, that is called purity. Ma Sharadamani Devi said, what is tapasya? Baba, he called Baba. This is my dear child. What is tapasya? Somehow to keep the mind at the feet of God. Whether you are singing the bhajans and thinking the meaning of those words, or you are meditating, or you are working, cooking for God, cleaning for God, making the garland for God, or going to visit the holy temple, holy place, all if you are repeating the name of God and thinking about God, that is called tapasya. Why? Tapasya means austerity. Tapas means the warmth. So why he said like that? Because it is very difficult to come away from the clutches of the worldly things. There are so many different ways. It is all dragging the mind over there. Very confusing. We do not understand whether this is correct or not. Controlling the mind, keeping the name of a God going on, so that is very important. That is called tapasya, austerity. Man becomes pure by repeating the name of God. Therefore, one should practice the chanting of God's name. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said this, and we find in the Tantra also, it says, the Muladhara and Sahasrara. We know in the yoga also, the Muladhara and the Sahasrara. Sahasrara means at the top of the head, Muladhara in the beginning of the spinal cord. In reality are one. In the Tantra, they say Muladhara and Sahasrara in reality are one, still they are different. Why? In one, the primal power remain as latent, supta. It is there but not manifested. You have to force it to awaken. Jago ma kula kundalini. Kula kundalini. Kundalini means in a circle way. A kula, the root. So that we have to awaken, and because all power is there but latent, not manifested, you have to force it. Then when it comes to the Sahasrara, on the topmost of the head, the center of the head, that is another is the awakened consciousness. When that two are uniting, immediately all bondages are gone and the highest form of religion is achieved. That is called Kundalini Jagaran. Mantra awakens the primal energy. When we are practicing the mantra, repeating the name of God, it awakens the Kula Kundalini. Sometimes we do not understand. Those who are practicing the yoga, yogis, they practice in a different way. But the bhaktas are very simple. They need not to bother about all those things. Simply repeating the name of God, what the Guru has given, that they are going on repeating without stopping. And that we went to Hollywood, they were organizing the 150th birth anniversary of Sister Nivedita, and there we find the Sister Nivedita, Swami Vivekananda. He said, Sister Nivedita, do not stop repeating the mantra. These will burn all the obstacles, all the barriers of your path. Only repeat the name of God. So Sri Ramakrishna is telling that Chid Ghana, Chira Jagrata, that is the Shiva. And then Shakti is coming and meeting the Shiva. These two, when united, then everything is achieved. That is the ultimate of Tantra. But to awaken that Kula Kundalini, only the way is mantra, practicing the mantra. The awakening is known as mantra chaitanya. The mantra becomes living. And when we repeat that mantra, it becomes living. We can see the mantra. Sometimes you will see that in the movies, the devotional movies. A person is meditating and going on repeating the name, and that mantra, maybe Omkara or something, is going from the heart, coming out of the heart, and floating and going to the heaven. This, because in the movie they have to show how it goes. That is the exact way it works. When we are repeating the mantra, it goes to the God and connects me with the God with that only that name. It's called mantra chaitanya. Chaitanya, Chaitana, consciousness. The mantra, the word, the name, it becomes conscious. Mantra source is Varnamala. I am quoting from the Tantra book. This Varnamala means alphabets. In India, in the Sanskrit, we know from A, the Saravarna, Vyanjanvarna, up to the Visarga. This Saravarna and Vyanjanvarna and Visarga, this is 52, sometimes they say it's 53. So it goes, all these mantras are mantra. All these letters are nothing but the mantra. And that is called Varna Matrika. Varna means the alphabets. Matrika, that is the Shakti. Bhava, the quality, and the Rupa, the form, are created from Varna. The Bhava and the form. Bhava means, now suppose I say, that is a cow. Immediately, the idea about cow, the bhava, the idea about cow, immediately reveals in my mind. And the rupa, the form of cow, comes before my eyes, or at least in the mind. When there is no cow, if we say there is a cow, immediately we can imagine. Sometimes they say green cow. And what is this green cow? The mountain lion. We went to San Francisco, the retreat. They were telling, be careful, night do not come out. There are mountain lions are coming. What's the mountain lions? Are they look like lion? No. Then why is a mountain lion? Because they are more powerful in that mountain. So the lion is the king of all animals, and this particular animal is the more powerful, so it is the lion, and because it is remaining in the mountain, something that they say. So then the moment they said the name, we thought that it must be a form of a lion, the word, the name. So that is called the mantra, the varna that creates the bhava, the quality, and the rupa, the form. Jai Sri Ram, that is a mantra. The moment we say Jai, the glory, Sri, all powerful, Rama, we don't think about Krishna. We don't think about Shiva. When we talk about the Rama, we take the name of Rama. We have not seen the picture. That very moment the picture is not there, or any image. But we can immediately visualize, particularly those who are acquainted with this God, what is Rama. So there is no picture, there is no image. How it is that we are imagining that bhava and rupa are coming from a varna, from the alphabet, Ra, Ma. These two alphabets, these two letters, they are giving us, creating a bhava and a rupa. Similarly, wing, ring, cling, sring, cling. These are the seeds of the varna of the Tantra. Mantra actually in the Tantra. And that Tantra has been used because it's a very powerful method. What is this? Method only. So the Vaishnavas have also taken this method, the help of this method. They also repeat the name of God. And the Vedantins, pure Vedantins, of course, they do not, but we, Ramakrishna Mission, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, who was the Vedantin at the same time, to help the people, the followers, he has taken the help of this. Because the mantra, the pure Vedanta, only vichara. Day and night they will be thinking about, I am not the body, I am the soul, whatever I am doing is just temporary, etc., etc. You know, in the Vedanta way, constantly discrimination, but that is very, very difficult. Sri Ramakrishna said it is very difficult. So you better take the help of the Tantra, also the way of Vedanta, the knowledge of Vedanta, and it becomes very useful. You will find that he is telling the perfect intonation or the pronunciation of these mantras and meditation help to reveal the form of God and goddesses. Now Sri Ramakrishna has a mantra, Krishna has a mantra, Rama has a mantra, Kali has a mantra, Durga has a mantra. Why different? Because the bhava and the rupa, idea, and the form are different. So that is the reason it changes. But what we can, the word, this is a varna, there are so many others said there. Can everything is a mantra? To some, they say, whatever you pronounce is mantra, nothing but mantra. Because the varnamala, they are present in whatever you say. Joto shono shabdo sabi mayer mantra bate. Joto shono karnapute sabi mayer mantra bate. Whatever sound that you hear through the ear is nothing but the mantra of the mother. Why? The varna. But that is very difficult. So specifically they say, those are the words which helps us to go beyond this limitation or mantra. In Sanskrit they say mananat. Manan means repetition along with concentration. Mananat trayate. It takes us out from the bondage. Iti mantra. Those words which helps us to go beyond this limitation, that is mantra. Mananat, by repetition or by pondering. Trayate, it helps us to go beyond the limitation. That particular word we can say mantra. Mananat trayate iti mantra. Repetition with concentration removes the barriers and reveals the truth. Patanjali, we have studied the whole Patanjali Yoga Darshan. There he said, for the concentration, many people they come and say, we like to meditate, we like to learn concentration, meditation. But they live in the world which is so fast. The life is so fast. From Monday to Friday, they're working so hard, morning to evening. Suddenly, Saturday, if they come and sit and try to control the mind, it is possible. One of our Swamiji, he used to say, when you are driving the car in 100 miles speed, suddenly if you give the brake, there's a possibility to make the accident. So you have to give the brake slowly and make it control, then only you can stop it completely. So that is why slowly you have to control. And that, how it can help? Patanjali Yoga Darshan. He is the master in meditation. He is telling tat japa, tad artha bhavanam. Tad means that, japa. Tad artha bhavanam. Tad means God. His name or her name, japa, repetition. Again, tad, that, artha, meaning, bhavanam, thinking. When you are thinking that, imagining that, at the same time going on repeating the name, that gives the best. When we repeat the name of God, suppose we are sitting and then as we usually do, we are preparing ourselves for the puja. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, Ishwarer naam karai tar puja. When you are taking the name of God, that is the worship. What else? What other worship you need to do? That is only for some people who are still in a very primitive way, primary way. For them it is necessary. But for those little advanced students in the spiritual life, only taking the name of God is sufficient. In Tantra and Vaishnava, etc. Vedanta I am not talking about. This is, in the Tantra particularly, if you are going on taking the name of God and visualizing the God is within your heart, and then you are showing the light, and then you are burning the incense sticks, then you are blowing the conch, then you are arranging the flowers, all mentally, what happens? Slowly the mind is transported just in the shrine, and you yourself is going on worshipping your own God where there is nothing, nobody. But when I am performing it, I am going on taking the name of God, and I am then offering the food. God is taking the food, partaking the food, then I am sitting, keeping my head at the feet of God. All this imagination going on doing, and going on taking the name of God. My God, whatever the personal God the Guru has suggested me, this is your God, this is your ideal. I just go on repeat the name, and in the imagination the God is there. Then slowly, slowly that external, even external, though it mentally we are doing, that also becomes only that form sitting within the heart. And I don't find myself. I find the God only within me. Like in the Ramayana, Hanuman, that is only in the story form. And he, when he opened up his chest, people didn't see anything except the Rama sitting over there. That is an exceptional way to make people say that this is nothing but the name of God. So this name of God is going on, taking the name of God, that is called, Sri Ramakrishna said, taking his name itself is puja. That is itself is the worship. You need not to do anything. Wherever you take that name of God, that becomes purified. At the temple, when the people are coming and sitting, meditating, slowly the atmosphere changes. You will find that the old temples, if you go, atmosphere, though it is not, maybe it is not very clean, that the people and all that, but the moment you enter, there's an atmosphere. Dakshinesha, hundreds of people all the time and pushing you all the time, but still when you go and at least see that form, the Kali, immediately you think, oh, Sri Ramakrishna worshipped this Kali. You forget the people are pushing. You just look at the feet, look at the mother's eyes, the beautiful eyes looking at me. You are transported into that condition, and that is called the puja. You forget all around and your mind is within that. Sri Ramakrishna used to go into samadhi. Why? Forgetting the external world, going so deep into that particular condition which we cannot fathom, we cannot understand. That's called samadhi. How? By taking the help of God, taking the name of God, taking the form of God. Suppose I don't take the form and I try to meditate, and after a long practice, to some extent I can control the mind. And another person taking the form of God, taking the name of God, reaching to the same goal, what is the harm? My only purpose is to go to God, to realize God, to see God. Then why not? So tat japa, that's why he said, tat japa, tad artha bhavanam. He has given so many ways how to control the mind. So sometimes our mind is creating different type of problem. So how to remove that? He has given one after another, that you must remove all those obstacles. And sometimes you feel jealous about someone. So you have to say, no, he is so advanced, so good, so doing good. So I must appreciate. When you try to appreciate, the mind becomes cool, calm, controlled. So that way only constantly we have to make our mind purified. And the best way to hold tad japa, name, artha bhavanam, that is important. Tad japa, tad artha bhavanam, repeating the mantra along with the meaning, pondering over its meaning, that develops the concentration. And this is very, very important. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna also said, repeating God's holy name, but thinking all worldly things, that will not help. That here in the Sri Ramakrishna said in Bengali, তার নাম করছি কিন্তু কাম কাঞ্চনে মন রয়েছে, তাতে কি হয়? শুধু নাম করে যাচ্ছি কিন্তু কাম কাঞ্চনে মন রয়েছে. Sometimes some of the devotees, they ask this question. Suppose I am going on repeating the mantra but not in a concentrated way, will it help? It will help. Because in the beginning, naturally, we are not that way interested or concentrated as we start our study. So as a baby, as a child, slowly, slowly, we start loving the knowledge. In the beginning, just repeating, then we develop the love for knowledge. That is the ultimate. Then we need not to guide. No guide is necessary. We can do. Mind is ready for that. That when we are going on taking the name of God, maybe that sometimes mind is going here and there, but we have to bring it back again. Again it is floating out. Again we have to bring back. That goes on, and that is called Samudra Manthan. What is the Samudra Manthan? The churning the whole ocean. What is that ocean? Ocean is the mind. And that mind we are churning. Sometimes it is going to bad, sometimes it is going to good. And constantly when we are doing, slowly, all good things will start coming. Those who are taking the name of God a little, people like them. They will be going to them, talking with them. They like to have those things. So this way, slowly we can understand that bhavana, that bhava of God is coming. Human skull hanging as a garland from the neck of Mother Kali are the symbol of Varna or the mantra. The great Kali sadhaka, tantrika, Kamala Akanta, he expressed this through a question to Divine Mother. When there was no creation, where you got these human heads? Brahmanda chilana jakan, munda mala kothay peli. Munda means the head, mala the garland. Where you got the human skull? Where you got the human head? There was no creation at all. So he is asking the Kali. That means that's all the Varna. So another sadhaka, he said, Ram Prasad, Kali Panchashata Barni, Barne Prakash Kare. All these Varnas. So this is called the mantra, and this mantra helps us. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he is asking a lady, Jadu Mukherjee's mother. Jadu Mukherjee was a very rich man. We know those who have read the biography of Sri Ramakrishna, they were a very rich man. His mother, Sri Ramakrishna, saw that lady is good, but at the same time constantly thinking about the other thing. So he is telling, in the hour of death, you will think only of worldly things, of family or children and execution, will, and so forth. The thought of God will not come to your mind. The way to remember God in the hour of death is to practice now the repetition of His name and the chanting of His glories. If one keeps up this practice, then in the hour of death one will repeat the name of God. When he is giving that why we should go on repeating the name of God. Sometimes when the people they ask why should I have to continue, sometimes the people will say the 108. I read one later, the long back. So when we were in training center, we used to go to the President Maharaj. Hundreds of letters used to come, and there was no computer. So the brahmacharis we used to go, and different languages. Some used to go write in Hindi and Telugu, Tamil, Karnataki, Bengali. So all these different language brahmacharis they used to go, and the letters they used to write, and etc. So I got a letter, a Bengali letter. I used to write President Maharaj in the Bengali, and I got that. And the gentleman is asking, the devotee is asking, Swamiji, you asked me to repeat the name 108 times, but I don't have time to do that. Can I make it twice, 54 plus 54? And so I read it before the Swamiji, and Swamiji laughed and said, just try, that will do. Now there are some, and some is going on, 108 is so small number, can I increase the number? There are also some people. They go on repeating the name, increasing the number, and that is the minimum 108. So that is the way, if we are repeating Jadu Mallik's mother, she is the landlord's mother. So obviously she was all the time thinking about the many other things. So Sri Ramakrishna told, repeat the name of God. That only will help you. And then he is telling in this way, it is good to prepare for death. One should constantly think of God and chant his name in solitude during the last years of one's life. That is the reason there's this 4 steps are there: Brahmacharya, Garastha, Banaprastha and Sannyasa. Now, one of our Swamiji, he wanted to have the Banaprasthi over there, and he had a dream that the elderly people, they will go into solitude, they live over there, etc., etc. In the Michigan, the Ganges. But there are some practical problems that there, because the elderly people, they need constantly the medical care, and so it was not that the plan didn't work out. But the planned in that way, so the elderly people will come and all. Some people were asking me today also, the Swamiji, why don't you develop that? We will come and stay, etc. I told, for that we need a lot of preparations, other things. So that is, the people are coming in the beginning, but in the modern society, suddenly we cannot expect that they will forget everything and only repeat the name of God. That is not possible. So the practical way, slowly controlling their mind. So people living around and they are coming and attending, and slowly. That I was really very happy to see the Hollywood Center, that Swamiji, he purchased all the houses around, whatever the collection came. Of course, the west side, I heard the people are generous, they donate a lot, all the houses they gave in donation. And that was given to the devotees to live, and they will be giving the rent. At the same time, the American devotees, they're all coming and attending. So in the someday they will have 24 hours Nama Sankirtan. A group of people will come and sit right from the morning 5 o'clock, and it will go on next day morning 5 o'clock. Can you imagine? If we ask our devotees to sign for that, how many will come? Myself and Murdanandaji. Except these two, there will be no one. So that is they get that opportunity, and these people are also coming. Then there will be kirtan, there will be something else, there will be something else. So all the time there is an atmosphere they have created. It's a wonderful way. The first Swami, Prabhupanandaji, he organized it that way. Why? Because the situation was very good. Now it is heart of the city, Hollywood. So obviously people are leaving, all the benefits are there. At the same time, they are going and preparing their minds. So this way, if we can do his name in solitude during the last years of one life. If the elephant is put into the stable, after its bath, it is not soiled again by dirt and dust. In the Bhagavad Gita also it says, the last moment, whatever you will remember, that will be happen to you. Because of the mind is closing down. In the Ishopanishad also we have seen the last 2 mantras, Om Kruto Smara Kritagam Smara, Kruto Smara Kritagam Smara. Go on remembering what you have done, what you have done, what you have done. And you need not to try, automatically it will come in the mind. So why people should think positively? Because in the last moment only that positive thing will come. If they are going on thinking in a negative way, the negative thing will come. Because the mind only. The mind, it is floating in that way. All the oil that is there on the water, it is all on the surface. Similarly, if you try to take out the water, the oil will also go. So that mind, whatever thought we are thinking in a positive way, that is coming. So one must be very, very careful. Balaram's father, Mani Mallik's mother, Bani Pal, Beni Pal, and all other elderly men. Did the master give these instructions specially for their benefit? Because the elderly people, so Sri Ramakrishna was talking in that way. Why do I ask you to think of God and chant his name in solitude? He himself is asking the question. Living in the world day and night, one suffers from worries. Haven't you noticed brother killing brother, and for a foot of land? The Sikhs, they said to me, the cause of all worry and confusion is these 3, land, woman and money. I have forgotten in Hindi, almost Urdu, they said, Jameen, Joru, and the last one, I've forgotten the money, what is the in Hindi? So that Jameen, Jaru, and the money, what is that? Do you remember? No, Jameen is Jaigad, Jaru is the woman, and money, Dhan. But it is, it should be jaw or something. Anyway, so these three things are the problem for all human beings. The Sikhs is to tell him. So that is the reason, the cause of all Orient confusion. You were leading a householder's life. Why should you be afraid of the world? When Rama said to Dasharatha that he was going to renounce the world, it worried his father, and the king shut the counsel of Vasishtha. Vasishtha said to Rama, Vasishtha was his guru, Rama's guru. Rama, why should you give up the world? Reason with me. Is this world outside God? What is there to renounce and what is there to accept? Nothing whatsoever exists but God. It is Brahman alone that appears as Ishvara, Maya, living beings, and the universe. Balaram's father, now the Balaram's father, he is telling, it is very difficult, sir. We know that he is correct. Sri Ramakrishna is telling, and this is very, very important, I marked it over here. The aspirant sadhaka, while practicing spiritual discipline, looks upon the world as a framework of illusion. Look at it. Framework of illusion. In the Vedanta, they always teach us that there is nothing actually. You are creating the whole universe. How? The classical illustration, they always say, there is a rope, and you are thinking that rope as a snake. So obviously, there was no snake. Snake was there within your mind. You are projecting that fear of snake on a rope and getting worried. You are suffering because of your imagination. You need not to suffer in that way. Everything is nothing but the same Brahman. But after attainment of knowledge, the vision of God, this very world becomes to him a mansion of mirth. Somebody was telling that this is a half glass water, half glass empty. Another said half glass full. Now, if you see the half glass full, this is a positive way of seeing things. And half glass empty, this is a negative way of seeing things. According to the condition people behave, according to the situation, the people, the system is growing up. So all these things we have to understand, and then only we have to go. Sri Ramakrishna is telling that for the aspirant, in the beginning, this world is illusory. We don't like to go, we don't like to mix, we don't like to have this, etc., 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 etc. Then a time comes that I see God is in everything, in every being. So obviously there is no problem for me to accept each and every one. That is why Swami Vivekananda in one time before coming to America, he said when he met a brother disciple, he said, I don't know whether I have realized God or not. But my mind has become so broad, I can even accept devil if such a thing is there. Why he could say that? Because there is no difference. Sister Nivedita, the disciple of Vivekananda, she wrote in a wonderful way, for him there was no sacred or secular. This pavitra and apavitra, that was not there, sacred or secular. This is worldly and this is godly, there was not. But that is the condition. This condition, slowly it comes, it grows, then only it is possible, otherwise not. Why all these systems that when you go to the temple, you must bathe and then should go. You must wear washed clothes, then you should go. You must prepare yourself and then you should go. In the beginning it is necessary. Otherwise, In whatever way we go and then whatever way we think we can do. No, one cannot do like that. So that is very, very important. In the beginning, you are preparing your mind. And slowly, slowly, when you become one with that God, like Sri Ramakrishna himself, he used to go and take the food himself a little and then putting the same food in the mouth of the goddess Kali. Why? There is no difference. So that is a stage. When we reach up to that, then it is all right. Till then, we have to be careful. So that is the reason all this. It is written in the books of Vaishnavas. God can be attained through faith alone. Faith alone. If you have the faith, the Vishwasa, the Vaishnava said, and then he gives about the description about the Krishna Kishore. And he's going on talking, then describing about the Chaitanya, singing a song about the Chaitanya. Then Ishan is a very famous person. He was an educated man. He came to Sri Ramakrishna. Master was seated, still in a mood. He was sitting over there. After the while, he became engaged in talk with Ishan. It was Ishan's desire to practice Purascharana of the Gayatri. Purascharana, that is called that when you are taking the name of God, many people they do at the time of Durga Puja, Navaratri. So they will start from Panchami and they will end in the Dashami or Vijaya, Ekadashi. They will repeat the name of God 1,000 times, next day 2,000, next day 3,000, like that, go on increasing. And they will take only little food or maybe little that milk or something like that. They go on repeating the mantra. They go on increasing. That is called Purascharana. And he was thinking to repeat the mantra of a Gayatri, is a very famous Vedic mantra. The Vedic mantra Gayatri, after that the Brahmanas, still now the Brahman, when he becomes takes the Yajna Upavit, they take that mantra, they are supposed to take that mantra, and it is a prayer actually. Gayatri is a prayer. And that the prayer it says to that, like the Sun, God, remove all darkness from my mind. That is the prayer. And you go on repeating the mantra, increase that, and then you come down. Like the whole month it goes, sometimes 15 days. The Ishana, he was thinking that he will do like that. Sri Ramakrishna to Ishana, follow your own intuition. If you think in this way, that will give your mind a purification, follow that. I hope there is no more doubt in your mind. Is there any? The path of the Vedas is not meant for the Kali Yuga. This is also very important. Path of the Veda is not meant for the Kali Yuga. The Kali Yuga means the present age. Why? Because the body consciousness is too much. If you don't want, the society will force you to do that. You cannot just live like that. The society, rules, regulation, system will force you to do that. That is why the path of Tantra is efficacious in this Yuga. The path of Tantra. Now, in the Veda, what is there? Only consciousness is there. And in the Tantra, consciousness and the Shakti. The consciousness as the Shiva and Shakti as the Mother Kali. And this Shakti is nothing but the Shiva. The Shiva, when active, is known as Kali. The Shiva, when inactive, is known as Shiva. So this is and this Shiva and Shakti are indifferent. So if we can imagine that, understand that, then slowly, slowly, we take other systems of Tantra like the Guru, Diksha, Mantra, all these things helps us. But the Veda only sitting and going on repeating that I am the Atman, I am the Atman, I am the free, that is not possible. For many, many people, that is not possible. It is not impossible. but difficult for majority of the people. So Sri Ramakrishna is very clear, and he said, the path of Tantra is efficacious, the Veda is not meant for the Kali Yuga. Ishan, I have almost resolved to perform an atonement Prayashchitra ceremony. Prayashchitra, that is also sometimes whatever we do, we perform hurting others, criticizing others, misunderstanding others, or doing something which is harming others, the papa karma. So sometimes when some people, they used to go into solitude and they will be doing only one time sopaka. They will cook for themselves and then they will eat one time, and all through the day either they will repeat the mantra or meditate or reading the holy book and do some physical work also for the benefit of others. So in the ashrama, if they do, that is called Prayashchitta. So Master is telling, do you mean to say that one cannot follow the path of Tantra? That which is Brahman is also Shakti, the Kali. Sri Ramakrishna is trying to make him understand that this is only will do. Bhagavan himself is asking, you need not to do all those things, listen to me. But the jiva, because of the ahamkara, they think, I have understood everything. The Ishana, the gentleman, he is meeting whom? The God himself. But still he is thinking, I should do this. Why? For the blessings of God. The God is there. God is telling, you take the name of God. Refuting that, we think we have understood everything. So that is also the ego. Even when the God in the human form, they come and tell us, we also doubt, we do not follow. Why? Because we think, because of our ego, we have understood. And Sri Ramakrishna, again he is telling, knowing the secret that Kali is one with the highest Brahman, I have discarded once for all both righteousness and sin. That is the wonderful way. Kali, Brahma, jene marma, dharma, adharma, sab chedechi. I have given away the righteousness and sin, because everything is nothing but the mother. So Sri Ramakrishna again and again giving the hint that this is the way, if you only take the name of God, that is sufficient. Sometimes he was very gracious to tell some people, blessed people, you need not to do anything. You like me? You love me? Yes, sir. Think of me. He never said like this. Very few, fortunate one, he told, think of me, that will do. And when a person in the evening time, the people, particularly the Hindu people, they are habituated for Sandha. The moment there will be evening, the day is going and the night is approaching, Sandha, that time they take out the mala and do japa. Some people came to talk to Sri Ramakrishna, and suddenly the conch shell blown in the mandir, they take out their malas and they started doing the japa. They are preparing for that. Sri Ramakrishna sitting there, he is telling, after coming over here, you need not to do that. No, sir. We are orthodox and we always follow this system. Look at it. Now, what is for this system? System to realize God. God is sitting before you. Try to understand Him. Instead, they are going for the system. So this is the problem. Why it become? Because the mentally we are blocked. We do not understand what is really good and what is not. And sometimes we think whatever I have thought, that is the correct thing. Even the God's words also do not awaken us. Ishan, it is mentioned in the hymn of the Chandi. Ishan is a scholar. So he knows all this. He is telling. It is mentioned in the Chandi that Brahman alone is the primal energy, Shakti. Brahman is identical with Shakti. Sri Ramakrishna said, Ishan, giving the support of the Shastra, is telling this. Master, it will not do simply to express that idea in words. That is the important. Sri Ramakrishna again told, you are repeating this thing but not understanding it properly. You are quoting from the scripture but not understanding it properly. It will not do simply to express that idea in words. Only when you assimilate it, will all be well with you. So Kali and Brahma, this Jagat, that all the activities that is going on is nothing but the manifestation of the same Brahman. And this manifestation, we do not know why things are happening in this way. We involve ourselves and then we become very this and that. We do not know why these things are happening. There must be some predestined things. All are there for the God. What actually we can do? We can pray to God. Whatever is good, please do that for me. Please do that for him or her. Nothing else. One lady rang me today and she was telling, I am very not feeling encouraged in the life. Every time I am feeling alone, etc., etc. And she was disclosing. Then I told, why don't you take the name of God and sing the name of God? Read the inspiring things. That will be, suppose you just take some stern actions. Do you think it will be solved? It's not going to take, the problem is not going to be solved. That much we can do. We can pray to God for the betterment of so and so. We cannot change anything because so many things are already there. You have to understand that, then only it is possible. So Sri Ramakrishna is telling, then he is giving that example. He is telling, when the heart becomes pure through the practice of spiritual discipline, then one rightly feels that God alone is the doer. He alone has become mind, life, intelligence. We are only his instruments. That is the ultimate thing. So when we think that I am the instrument, sometimes in the Rabindranath he used to say, Amare koro tomar bina. Bina means that musical instrument that people used to play over that, bina. So Amare koro, please make me an instrument in your hand and play that. I am happy that whatever you ask me to do, I do. So that is the important thing. Each and every one, according to their own karma, they are performing. So that is, God chooses someone for a particular type of job they do. I have our spiritual brother, the monastic brother, is a very strong person. If you go to India, now he is in charge of a ashrama in Odisha, this heavy, very powerful. And no one could take that particular property of Swami Vivekananda. So many problems were there. One after another Swami went and then afterwards they came back. It's not possible, it's not possible. Then the Belur Math asked him to go over there. He went. He sat over there and all the hooligans came and they were showing even the revolver. He told, he was previously, he knew all those things. He told, this is nothing. So you better purchase this one, that will be good one. I was having two with me. Like that they scared them. And then sometimes they came and surrounded him and going on throwing the smoke, the cigarette smoke on his face, so that he told, oh, I am enjoying today. After a long time, previously I was a chain smoker. Now after a long time I am getting that. Good. So they could not do anything to him. Then they were using some abusive words. When they stopped, he said, you know only this much? See, these are also there. Then he said something. They told, sir, you are our guru. We are not going to disturb you. So that was his personality. And he used to go and talk to the chief minister. And that was also the communist chief minister. But the moment he used to enter and talk to them, not, sir, please do with a folder. He is doing the command. What he was sitting over here in a cool room, I am suffering over there, not giving money for Swamiji, like that, they went on giving the money. Can you and me do? Even if we try, we won't be able to do that. Why? Because that is the special power the God has given to him, and that is the special job has been given to him. That is for him. So if we compare, that is the difficulty. Hey, you cannot do that. I will never be able to do that, because I am not meant for that. I am meant for something else. So that is the way one should understand that there is something which is working from behind, and we are the instruments. And be very, very happy that I am the instrument in your hand. And Sri Ramakrishna, he is telling, there's a very famous song is there. Thou it is that holdest the elephant in the mire. Elephant is so powerful, but you, the God, has more power than the elephant. You can put it in that mire. And thou that helped the lame man scale the loftiest hill. In the Panke Baddha Karo Kori. Kori means the elephant. You are putting that in the mire, it cannot do anything, though it is so powerful physically. Pongure Langhao Giri. The person who is lame, he is going on climbing the hills. Which power? So when we sing this song, think about this, then the humbleness comes. God, you are the doer. I am only the instrument. That is the purity of mind. Thank you, friends. Thank you for coming today. We will again in the next class, but the November only, we will have some classes. November Wednesdays, then December, January, February, I think the 3 months it will be suspended. Again, we will do. So November, this is the, I think, this is the first class, and there will be another 2. Thank you very much. There's a Tantra that Kali Puja time I forgot to announce, it is still lying over here. On the Tantra, whatever that our retreat with all the pictures, etc., it has been, now it is ready, available. If you like, you can purchase that. And you know that please tell your friends too to come, if it is possible, every Saturday morning, 11 to 12, we are giving the discourses. 2 Saturdays, Bharadanandaji, to me, I am going there. So we are giving the discourses on different topics, and we have given the name of that particular condo as Nibedita Nibash, as because this is the 150th birth anniversary that is going on, celebration is going on all over the world. So it is Nibedita Nibash. You can come over there too. Thank you very much. Let us repeat this mantra and we conclude. Niranjanam Nityam Anantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhrita Vigraham Vai Ishavattaram Parameshamidyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.